In a little bit, we need to talk about this. We need to, and I'll get to it. But first, I don't know exactly where to begin and where to end, so I'm just gonna begin. Hi, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw. There is so much that was just revealed for Pokemon Unite, and I'm gonna try to take you through every single piece of it here in this video, and if there's something I don't touch on, I'll have some other video or somewhere I can point you to that hopefully gives you more information, because wow, what a day. First, we have this beautiful look at the new Battle Pass Holoware for Scizor and Scyther here in 1 second. So they are the stars of the new upcoming Battle Pass. I would actually expect that we're going to see more buffs for these Pokemon. Oftentimes when a Pokemon gets a Battle Pass or something like that, they often also get a buff. I think this is to get people excited about the Battle Pass, no question, to make that Pokemon meta for a little while, absolutely. And because there are so many Pokemon on the roster that at some point you kind of take a look and you go, hey, Scissor's kind of bad right now. Let's see if we can make Scizor pretty good for a little while. I actually like that Pokemon get this kind of attention with the Battle Pass. I wish it would just happen more often. I think that would be really cool. Let's take a look at Scyther right here. I talked about this before. I really like this element of sort of the white knight and almost the black knight, it looks like. I can't tell if it's black or if it's just supposed to be sort of a different silver, but Scizor feels like it's very much on the like bright white armor side. This would be very cool if it was like the dark black armor side, because this one's more of the assassin type and the other one's more of like the white knight type. I think that would be very, very cool. But there's a little look at the two pieces of Holoware for these Pokemon. The nice thing about this is it's kind of that split Evo, right? So you get to see what it would look like on each one of them. I think it's a really cool way to take a look at a Battle Pass. Oh, before I go any further, I have to mention, first off, this is awesome. Like, I didn't know it was going to be Aegislash. I have to mention, I think there's been a leak of a new Pokemon coming to the game. I will get to that here in this video. I think it's pretty clear who it is, and I will show you that here in a minute. But let's take a look at Aegislash right here. I think this is not part of a Battle Pass. I believe this is just a legendary piece of Holoware for this Pokemon. It looks freaking awesome. Aegislash is getting some sort of buff on the public test server, which would make sense with a legendary piece of Holoware coming out. But at the same time, I think this Pokemon maybe needs not that much. It's still pretty good. I would love to see its Iron Head and Shadow Claw build get the biggest buffs. That would be so amazing for me, because that's my favorite playstyle of this Pokemon. We'll have to see what they end up doing, but this piece of Holoware is so sick. Here's just another shot of it sort of in its natural element. Aegislash at home and Aegislash at work. An interesting piece of Holoware for a Pokemon that has no shortage of Holoware. Now Pikachu has got a little hat on and he's got a camera. I guess he's like a French tourist. This... Okay, listen to me. You tell me what... Is this French tourist Pikachu? And do we need it? And when you KO someone, will little Eiffel Towers pop up? Because honestly, if they do that, I think we do need this. If this doesn't KO someone and little Eiffel Towers pop up, I honestly think that's an absolute travesty and something is wrong with the game. Here we can see another look at this. Pikachu, it's in a resort, essentially. And I know we're kind of going back towards some of the summer ones that are going to be coming soon. I'll show you a few more of those here in a minute. So maybe he's just on, you know, vacation and he has a little hat. But I think it's a missed opportunity. If he doesn't at least climb up the Eiffel Tower for his recall animation, I really think they missed it. One of the weirdest possible Pokemon to get Holoware, because you kind of spend most of your time around an ally, by the way, make it a crown, give an ally a crown, I'm just saying, is Comfey. Taking a look at Comfey right here, it's... what? I don't even know what, it's like got a little suit on? I honestly, I can't fully tell even what it is. What is it? What are you? No, I honestly don't know what exactly we're looking at right here, but fair enough. We've got Holoware for Comfey. Sure. As I'm sure you're aware, recently Inteleon was announced for the game officially. We also have some gameplay footage up of Inteleon. I have that on my channel if you want to take a look at it. It's pretty exciting. El Chico Eevee, which is where almost exclusively almost every single leak in this video, except for something that's pretty interesting coming up later, comes from. I think this Pokemon is looking awesome. You've got to check out the gameplay if you haven't. Here we have the Taco Bell outfit, and then of course here we have the McDonald's. So depending on which one you pick, you can decide which fast food restaurant you want to work at. Ow! He's punching me. But no, it's not funny to be hit, no matter what. We have a few pieces of holoware coming to the game that are actually recolors of things that already exist in the game, which is a thing that I am not a fan of necessarily, even though I will say one of them actually looks kind of cool, which is annoying. But I just think it doesn't feel like the most exciting thing that can happen inside the game, right? We want something new, something that we haven't seen yet. Here is Decidueye. We already have essentially this inside the game. And now here is this with Snorlax. And I honestly like it, and I don't even like myself that I like it, but I do think it looks pretty cool. But it's essentially just a recoloring, right, of his inner tube? I don't know if anything else is even changing about this holoware. I'd have to look it up, but anyways, that is making its way to the game. However, okay, let me throw this your way, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. What if holoware, like this, did go away, but there was a seasonal variant of it that came up where new players could buy it if they wanted? I guess I wouldn't mind that as much, where it's like, oh, I bought Beach Snorlax back when it was Season 1 Beach Snorlax. Something like that. I guess I don't hate that. And now we have this Gengar with his little shorts and his goggles. I gotta be honest, this is great holoware. I don't know why Gengar gets some of the best holoware, man. Space Gengar, now this is awesome. I love it. I think it, I don't know why. Sometimes a piece of holoware, I'm like, yeah, all right, it's Decidueye wearing a cape. And then other times a piece of holoware, I'm like, yes, Gengar. Get in the pool. Enjoy yourself, man. You're on vacation, all right? Ninetales. There's a red version of this. This is now a purple version of this. Fair enough. Ninetales is awesome right now. And maybe if you don't have a piece of holoware for it, you're excited to play it and you want to pick this up. I feel you. Mr. Mime. I don't know if this is a reskin. I don't know what this is. It feels like we have something like this, but then again, maybe we don't. Mr. Mime's holoware is confusing. It's got the Guardian style where he's got like a hat on and he's Norse or something. I can't wrap my head around what they are doing with Mr. Mime's holoware. Before we move on, we have the pre-evos here for Aegislash. So we have our little Honedge right here, just with a little cape on, or like a little vest on, which is pretty cute. And we also have Duo Blade right here, looking pretty snazzy. But of course, it all comes together with that crown, which just looks freaking amazing. We have our attacker card here for Inteleon, a Pokemon obviously again we've known about here, but it's just kind of cool to see it right there in the game. Very, very nice. We have the same thing here for Blaziken, an all-rounder coming to the game. Blaziken, I have a video of that up on my channel now. I didn't get to watch it right away. I just watched it recently, and dang, dude. Like, dang, do you remember, if you've been around a long time, you know, like early on in the game, let me know in the comments if you were around for the original Blaziken rumors, because now here it is, and it feels like they absolutely nailed this Pokemon. Here's that actual sort of in-game, like, pose for this Pokemon, where he's kind of got his claw and he's ready to fight or something like that. I feel like both Inteleon and Blaziken look so good. They look so good. We saw the reveal of the tower defense mode inside the game, where we see multiple Pokemon from Gen 9, as well as Tinkerton being the star of it. El Chico Eevee has come out and said that Tinkerton will not be a playable character. Mark my words, and I'm ready to be wrong about this. I'm not saying it will be playable right away. I would be shocked if Tinkerton does not make it to the game as a playable character. Maybe it won't, fair enough, maybe it won't, but we've had Boss Rush with Zacian, and Zacian was in the game, so it's not like it's impossible for a character in one of these events to be in the game, and this one is just so popular. I think it could make its way to the game. We also have some of the upgrades that you get inside the event. These empower your towers. It's like a tower defense mode, which I love Tower D. So bring it on. Bring on some balloons. We have some Blaziken moves right here. We also have an image of Leafeon. I have a Leafeon video on my channel if you want to learn more about that. It'll be on the public test server on Monday, so I'll be testing that live. And then for Blaziken, I have a full video of that up on my channel as well. You absolutely need to check it out. Now, let's talk about a Pokemon that I think is very clearly coming to the game, and El Chico Eevee and others have essentially said so. All right, I told you we would talk about this, so here we are. This is a graphic. What would I call this? Whatever, it's a picture of things. I'm so stupid. And this is apparently something that was shown before Goodra came out of Pokemon that are going to be coming to the game, Pokemon that are going to be coming to Unite, and since then it's been Goodra, Lapras, Chandelier, Umbreon, Leafeon, and now we can see we have Blaziken, we have Inteleon, we have Meowscarada, which I think is definitely coming to the game. That's just my take. And we have like interesting ones like Metagross, Phalanx, Mimikyu, and then finally Gyarados, a Pokemon that I think would be amazing for Unite and has been hinted at by El Chico Eevee a few times. No Tropius, interestingly enough, so I don't know if that Pokemon hit the cutting room floor, or maybe we were wrong about that, or maybe this means absolutely nothing. It could mean something though. It really could. Now let me show you this. This is from El Chico Eevee, a gold medal Magikarp. I don't think he's just for fun sharing a gold medal Magikarp here. Gold emblem, gold boost emblem Magikarp. I think he is hinting once again, and he's already hinted at this, that Gyarados is coming to Pokemon Unite. Man, I would love this so much. I think it's such a great call for the game. Being Magikarp, being weak early, and then evolving into Gyarados and just being freaking awesome. It's like, for me, it's the kind of version of T-Tar that I have in my head. You're clearly horrible early. You're Magikarp, but then you're freaking Gyarados. Let's go. I would love to have something like this in the game. I don't think Eevee is sharing this for no reason. Eevee is a little bit of a Riddler, and I think our community Riddler right here is showing us that Gyarados is at least somewhere inside the files. He's found something saying we probably have some Gyarados coming to Unite. Let me know what you think in the comments. What are you most excited about? I love you all. I'll see you all very soon. There are some other things I didn't go over. We have some you know what? Before I go, what's the point? I'm gonna do it right now. We have some early balance stats from the PTS where we can see Dragonite right here getting an attack buff, which would be pretty cool. We also don't know if some of Dragonite's moves are getting some changes. If they change extreme speed and they've given this thing an attack buff, like, oh, yes. We also have Buzzwole, as we can see right here, getting a defense and special defense boost, which could be pretty cool for this Pokemon. Already doing well. I think its Leech Life setup needs a little love, but this is a nice little change for it. And we have a change here for Sableye, actually getting reduced HP and reduced attack. I don't think this is unreasonable at all. I think Sableye, as long as we're not changing its moves to be completely useless, I think Sableye will still be amazing without doing as much damage and maybe being as having as much survivability as it does, because its stuns and things like that are still incredible. But there we go. So many things. I'm sure there are things I've missed. I have other videos on my channel. I hope you enjoyed all this. These times in Pokemon Unite are always the most exciting. Love you guys.